I can get this thing right. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ari. I just wanted to bring in another little video. I did a couple a few days ago, but I'm trying to get more regular at this. So today, what I want to talk about are two things that are very important to me and have been on my mind here recently that have to do with my transition. So yeah, here we go. So in case you haven't seen some of my previous videos, one of the important parts, something that's actually sadly came in handy for my transition, is the fact that I live hours upon hours upon hours away from my family. So in some of my recent videos, I talked about, coming out, and, I'm now at that point to where in my day-to-day life, I'm 100% out to the people I interact with on a day-to-day basis at work, my friends, but I still haven't came out to my family, specifically my mom, who is the first priority. And it's not because she's scary or anything. She's not. My mama is one of the sweetest people you could ever want to meet. She's also one of the people that you don't want to cross, however. She kind of takes that after my grandmother. It's just that, my mother is incredibly important to me. And when you're coming out to anyone, you're taking a risk. There is always that risk, no matter how well you know someone, that it doesn't go well. And so that's been something I've been concerned with. That's something that I've talked about a lot in therapy, because I don't like feeling like I'm being dishonest in my relationship. But right now, that's kind of how I feel. So that's been a major focus in therapy. I'm a big supporter of therapy because for me, it's not just a useless waste of time. I actually really look forward to it because it helps me get things off my chest and helps me kind of process those thoughts. So one thing I had to do for this upcoming therapy session, which is actually on the 4th of January, one day before my birthday, probably shouldn't have said that, but anyway, is I have to bring a copy of that letter that I've written to my mother. And I have that, and I'm not going to go through and read it because obviously it's incredibly long, but I try to explain what's going on in my life because it is important that I get that to her as quickly as possible. So one of the reasons is I am on HRT. I'll be doing an HRT video coming up here soon, but you can watch previous ones if you want to. And one of the commitments I made was that I will not move forward on anything else beyond HRT until I've spoken with my mother and until she knows what's going on. I've already probably not done the best in not telling her this far, but it takes a while to get comfortable even with yourself. So that brings up the whole point of not going any further until I've told her. So the reason why I kind of have to get the coming out to my mother coming up soon is because I am looking at those next steps. I did a video on my 2018 planning. I can't remember the exact title, but I'll provide the link up above, this side, I honestly don't know. But anyway, a big part of that was I talked about a lot of the legal things with legal changes in name, in gender marker, ID, and those were things that I was talking about, but there was something that I don't believe I did mention, and that's that, I'm seriously looking at what point do I want to consider surgical options, for me specifically top surgery. Which is incredibly important to me and something that I've been thinking about for a while. And I decided that that was probably the best place to start for me because it does create a lot of anxiety. HRT has done some wonderful things and I've seen growth. And I'm still, pretty early. I'm looking at very shortly I'll be doing my 5-month HRT update. And, with the doctor that I've found, I won't be able to do anything until a year on HRT regardless. And I don't know what's going to happen within that year. Perhaps I'll feel better about what's developed naturally. Perhaps I won't. But I want to hold out that opportunity to at least go in for a consultation. But that's not something I'm comfortable doing until I have came out, to the important people in my life and my family. So that's probably going to be coming up pretty early in the new year, which makes me incredibly nervous. But, it's just that step that you have to go through. So I'm sure I'll do a video after that has happened, but I can't give you a time frame of when it's going to happen, because right now I honestly don't know. Just thinking about it and doing this video and talking about it nearly puts me into a nervous wreck, anxiety attack moment, because that's just, in my therapy we talk about the stress pyramid, and if I have all these little things on the stress pyramid, my mother is the pinnacle at the top because of coming out to her, because of how important she is in my life. So, I guess the message would be, when it comes to coming out, I think it is important to bring the people who are in your life into what's going on, to let them know what you're doing and what you're considering. But you also have to keep in mind to do it on your own time, when things are safe for you, only you know your family, and when you're emotionally at the place to where you can do it. I have no doubt my safety is not at risk, but, emotionally I have to get there, and I'm not quite there yet. I'm working on it. I will get there, but it's not happened yet. But it is something I'm working on. This was the first time I had written the letter and actually got all the way through it. And I've written that letter no less than 40 times over the past 8 to 10 years that I've had this in my mind. So, yeah, this was an accomplishment. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video today. Leave me your comments, your thoughts. How did things go if you are a trans person or LGBTQ, just in general? How did things go when you came out to your family? What was the reactions? What were the good reactions that you didn't expect? What were the bad ones that you had to deal with and work through? So leave those in the comments section. Always, please remember to click subscribe. We're at 30-some subscribers right now. It's not very high, but I appreciate all 33, I think it is right now, of you that have subscribed, and the, 14, I think around 1,400 views that we've had on various videos so far. It's a tiny channel. We're just getting started. I need you to subscribe and help me figure out what to do with it. What do you want to see? So leave those messages as well. Let me know what type of videos you'd like to do. Give this video a thumbs up. Go back through and watch some of my older videos. Some of them are good. Some of them really suck, especially when you go to the early ones when I refused to record anything but my voice. God, that was stupid. But anyway, just generally speaking, I really need your support. I want the channel to really grow into something, so I appreciate everything. So in conclusion, my little phrase that I always use, which is a quote from Kesha, which is, "Don't let the bastards get you down." We always have to know that there are people who are going to tear us down regardless of what we do, regardless of who we are. Some people just are going to hate us. So if you're going to be hated, at least be hated for living authentically as yourself. Always put safety as number one, but being yourself has to at least be a close number two. So that's it for today. Have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. And yeah, bye.